You're enjoying this, aren't you? I'm not! Indiana Jones, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Released in 2008, and it's directed by one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, Steven Spielberg. Really? The film stars Harrison Ford, Cate Blanchett, Shia LaBeouf, Ray Winstone, and John Hurt. We are in the 1950s, and Indiana Jones is now a superhero with powers to survive a nuclear explosion. The enemy this time is Communist Russia, and they are looking for an artifact known as the Crystal Skull. And legend has it that whoever returns the skull to the ancient city of El Dorado will be given gold beyond their wildest dreams. But Indy is only looking for it because this kid by the name of Mutt has a mother that was taken prisoner, and the only way to save her is to find the skull? I guess? So it's a treasure hunt with interruptions from the communists along the way. Oh god. Okay, right now I'm going to tell you, I'm probably going to get into spoilers with this review, so if you don't want to be spoiled by anything because you're really looking forward to seeing this movie, you know, go watch it and then come back and watch this video. But I'm also going to tell you right now that I'm recommending that you never see this film. So you're probably never going to watch it, nor you're probably not going to care to watch it. So keep watching this, I don't care. So it's been about 20 years since we've seen Indiana Jones on the big screen. And the first trilogy is beloved by the majority of people. Raiders of the Lost Ark is an absolute classic, The Temple of Doom is a lot of fun, and The Last Crusade, in my book, that is the definition of an action-adventure movie. So what the hell happened? Spielberg directing, Harrison Ford coming back into the role, looking great by the way. Where did this go wrong? Oh yeah. Now I see. From what I understand, George Lucas had a lot of influence on the story of this film. And I could just see him whispering into Spielberg's ear. Aliens, Steven. Aliens. Or it probably sounds something more like this. Aliens, Steven. Aliens. Yeah, we'll fix it in post. No! Don't listen to the man who made the prequels. Stop it. Stop it! Now, in retrospect, it's not the idea of aliens giving the Aztecs their knowledge on agriculture and science that's upsetting to me. I mean, we've seen magical arcs that melt off people's faces, and we've seen magical cups that can heal wounds and give eternal life. Aliens is not that far of a stretch. It's all of the CGI visual effects and Indiana Jones that just don't mesh well together. That was the really cool thing about the first three films. All of them were done very practically. Real sets, real tanks, real props, real animals, and if they weren't real, they were done very convincingly with puppetry. Not CGI monkeys! We get a ton of obvious CGI monkeys, and for whatever reason, I don't know, Spielberg has a fetish for CGI prairie dogs? I mean, they're everywhere in the first part of this film, just randomly pop up. And plus, they're indestructible when it comes to nuclear explosions. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then you get the big CGI fest of the alien ship spinning around at the end. The cool thing about Indiana Jones is that he's an archaeologist, so he's actually digging up tangible things from the past. When it's a CGI fest, it just makes the archaeology just look stupid and unbelievable. Now, this movie is not all bad. It is really cool to see Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones again. He looks great. He looks like he's in great shape, and it looks like he hasn't missed a step. And he has some great comedic beats in this film that kind of play off the age of Indy, but they are very forced. The dialogue in this movie is so lazy. I mean, it just felt like, hey, how many one-liners and how many zingers can we do in this film?
Not as easy as it used to be. Drop dead. I'm sorry. I meant drop dead comrade. You're not from around here. Well, the way you're sinking your teeth into those W's, I should think maybe Eastern Ukraine.
Just do as many as we want. But when Indy is actually doing archaeology work and doing like the treasure hunt thing, okay, I'm actually invested. That is when Indy works best, when he is on a treasure hunt. But this movie is not consistent with that at all, and there are times when it tries to make it this big CGI action movie fest. No! 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 And speaking of inconsistencies, what the hell is with this skull? I mean, does it randomly decide when it wants to be magnetic and when it doesn't? I mean, the film begins and Indiana Jones is trying to find this skull by using gunpowder, using the iron in the gunpowder or whatever, because the skull is super magnetized. But if that's the case, then wouldn't the soldiers' guns be pulled towards the case? Or the buttons on their uniform or the lighting fixtures be pulled in that direction? And they finally do move when the crate is being moved, but I mean, what were they doing before? And then later on when they find the skull in this little cavern, just a couple of coins get stuck to it, but like metal chest plates, knives, Indy's gun, they don't? It's just, what are the rules of this skull thing? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't care. The inconsistencies of the skull is just one of the many problems that this movie has. Probably the biggest one, again, is the dialogue. The dialogue is just so hammy. And I feel so bad for Cate Blanchett in this film. She is one of the best actresses working today, and in this film, she's basically a cartoon character. She is straight out of a Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon. And she has these psychic powers? What? Again, I don't know. And I don't care. And then this Ray Winston's character, he's all over the place. He's changing sides, left and right. Now he's good, now he's bad, now he's good again, now he's bad again. They even call it out in the movie. So what, you're a triple agent? No, just like the first time when I said it was a double one. What? And Shia LaBeouf is the fencing son of Indiana Jones in this movie, and my god, I am so glad he didn't put that hat on during the end credits. If this was to set up him as the next Indiana Jones, I'm not sure what I would have done. His performance is just annoying, and he is a talented actor. I've seen him do amazing things. But then he does Transformers, and he does this film, where I'm like, are you trying to be annoying? I mean, he is up here in intensity the whole time. And you're just like, dude, calm down and shut up. And hey, why don't you go swing on some vines with some monkeys some more? I could probably do like a whole hour on everything that is wrong with this movie. Dialogue, CGI, just everything. But I'm probably going to cut this short because I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. So in the end, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is just one big massive disappointment to the Indy fans. We had been wanting an Indiana Jones 4 for so long, and then we get this pile of crap. It's so confusing because Spielberg is usually so meticulous when it comes to him developing his films, and it took, what, over 20 years for this movie to come out? But it feels like it was a rush production. I mean, no one was questioning the major plot holes that this film has. And it just gets away from the practical environment and the fun that the first three films had. This is one of those movies that when I see it, I absolutely hate it, but then a couple of years go by, and then I start thinking to myself, you know, it probably is not as bad as I remember it. And then I watch it again, and then I go, son of a bitch! And you know what? Spider-Man 3 is that way with me too. I don't know what it is. Oh, just you wait till we get to that one. So I'm going to give the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull 1 out of 5 Blu-rays.
What? No.
I'm putting my foot down right now. There have only been 3 Indiana Jones films. Just 3. Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my videos where I randomly select which movie I'm watching next. Hopefully it's better than this one. Let's take a look. A comedy that I haven't seen in, God, forever. Waiting! I saw this when it first came out, and when I saw it, I was actually a waiter at the time, so I really latched onto this movie. I remember this movie basically being Office Space, but in a restaurant. Just with a penis showing game. So everyone, have you seen Indiana Jones? You know what? Don't see it. Don't tell me that you've seen it. Just, comment. You know, I mean, how are you liking the channel? Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? What can I improve on? Please, comment below, let me know. And when you're done commenting, please like and subscribe to my channel so you know the next time I post my next movie review. So everyone, I will see you next time with my review of Waiting. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.